For years, you've been able to catch me chatting with callers and reading letters from listeners right here on my YouTube channel. Starting now, you'll be able to watch a full hour of my preaching, teaching, and nagging every Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. The Dr. Laura Hour on YouTube is my new weekly show. Enjoy my commentary, conversations, and woohoo-worthy moments every Friday right here on youtube.com/Dr. Laura. Now, be sure to subscribe, set that notification bell, and share Dr. Laura on YouTube with a friend or anybody. Just take a few minutes to think.
So I guess I don't understand. So
you
want
said
to know
it
why
took me courage. I
courage.
finally got the courage to leave. And my question is,
yes.
why
Yes.
did it take courage?
I can.
Dr. Laura is on right now.
Marie, welcome to the program.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. What's happening?
Well, I was in a long-term relationship for about 9 years, and
what is a long-term relationship? Is that marriage, shacking up, visiting?
No, shacking up. No marriage, dating, just dating.
Just dating. Okay. Is this long distance, short distance?
Short distance, yes, but and it started out very well, and then I realized that things were goofy. But I stuck it out because and every day I asked myself, from now until dead, is this what you want? No, it is not. But it took a long time for me to have the courage to end that relationship.
Why do you think it took courage?
I don't know why.
No. Just take a few more moments to think. Don't give me the I don't know nonsense. Just take a few minutes to think.
So I guess I don't understand. So you
said
know why
it took me courage. I finally got the courage to leave. And my question is, why did it take courage?
I was just so weak and so used to being in that relationship, and I was just afraid to leave it and change my life around. And
how old were you when you started the relationship?
I was 53 when I started the relationship.
And in 53 years of life, you didn't have any courage. What?
That's the funny thing about that. I often asked myself that. I was married to my husband for 24 years, and if my husband could see the way I cowered to this man, he would be thinking, why would you never do that with me? Because I was never like that in my life. But I think it was a slow build. It was like, matter of fact, I just realized this when I listened to you, one of your shows. You started out with love bombing. And I said to my kids, oh my gosh, that's what he did to me. He love bombed me. And my daughter, she says, you're right. She goes, you didn't realize it? I said, no. We even went to therapy, and he literally walked out of a therapy session, and the therapist gave me a book. And obviously he couldn't tell me what the diagnosis was for this person, but he says, I want you to read this book. And I read it, and it's like, oh, he's trying to tell me that he's got borderline personality disorder. And even since then, I still stuck it out. And I figured,
okay,
you don't live together.
You didn't have the courage to leave. Suddenly you had the courage to leave. How did that happen?
Therapy, my own personal therapy. Mm-hmm. Yes. I went through just a couple months of some therapy, and I had the courage to,
what brought on the courage? I need to know this transformation. What brought on the courage?
I think talking it out loud with a therapist. I think hearing myself speak these words, because to be honest with you, these aren't things that I could ever tell my girlfriends, my children. I just, it's almost embarrassing. So I just didn't have the ability or I had the ability. It was embarrassing. I didn't share it with them. And hearing it out loud and me speaking the words to a therapist, it was just, it was
good.
It was transformation.
That's why I do this on radio, so people can hear each other say these things out loud. Fabulous. Okay. So now what?
So I ended that relationship, and that's probably been about 7 months ago. And I started talking with another gentleman maybe 3 or 4 months ago. And I've known him for about 4 years. He and I actually graduated from the same high school, but I didn't know him back then. I got to know him through friends, and he's helped me with some stuff around my house. And he is definitely, and this is not just me, he's not trying to impress me, because I have known him outside of talking to him. He's a kind, caring, giving man.
Okay, I have a question. Woman to woman? Does looking at him turn you on?
Not really.
Okay, then this is not the new relationship.
Okay, all right.
So
that's what I was looking
if you're wondering if you're not opening up or feeling it, it's not a turn on. Sorry, that's part of it. The chemistry is a part of it. He's a wonderful guy.
Okay.
He's very nice. Makes a perfect friend.
Yes.
That's it.
And if
don't try to squeeze a round peg into a square hole. Doesn't work.
Thank you. That's that. I think that's the answer I'm looking for.
Yeah, that's a big part of it. The turn on. If you look at him and it's a big part of it. My number 1-800-375-2872. Okay, we have Bonnie and John. So let me just get coordinated here. Now our adult son won't leave. Okay. I'm going to click John. Somebody else needs to click Bonnie so I don't mess this up. Hi, John. Hi, Bonnie.
Hi.
Hi, John. Say hi, John. John?
Hi, John.
Can you hear me?
No, I can't. Can you speak up?
Let me see. Maybe.
Okay. I guess, Bonnie, you're going to have to do this because I can't hear John. So you want to tell me how I can help? There you are. Okay. How old are you guys? How long have you been married? Do you have any kids? You know, the usual.
I'm 66. He's 1 year older. We've been married 45 years, and we have 4 grown sons.
Do you like them all? Are they all nice?
Yeah, they're okay.
They're okay. Oh, all right. They're okay. Okay. So how can I help?
Well, actually, they're very nice. Except our eldest won't leave. He came home to caretake our house while we were expats overseas for maybe a decade or so. But we're back now, and we've retired and would sort of like him to leave. And
well, then you have to serve him with papers because it becomes a legal issue since he has spent so much time in the house. So you have to serve him with eviction papers, and there's a procedure. You never heard of this?
Sure, I have. Well,
why haven't you done it?
Well, because, let's see. Why haven't I done it?
Okay,
Well,
never mind you. You're the mother. You have boobs. I get this. John, why haven't you evicted your son?
Well, he really has no income. He doesn't work. And so he would basically be homeless if we evicted him.
So when you're dead, what's he going to use for money?
Our money.
Ah, well, you have a plan. You're going to support him for the rest of his life. I got it.
Well, no. The idea is when we pass away that whatever we have left in our estate would go to the 4 different children.
Oh, okay.
An equal percentage.
Okay.
So
I can't help you. I can suggest if you've been living overseas, you must have some monies. So why don't you rent a separate place, keep supporting that place, and live somewhere else, and that way you can have your privacy. Otherwise, you've made it. When people tell me I need to make a move, but it's impossible, then there's nothing else I can offer.
So your recommendation is to serve an eviction notice?
Yes, giving 6 to 9 months or something, 6, 7 months, whatever, and tell him this is serious. Here's the paperwork from the state, and you've got to figure this out. So you've got to get a job or do something. Okay. And you leave being an adult up to him. I mean, you guys have handled this poorly for 30 years. So we're a little stuck now. I get it. And I do appreciate your call. But when, you set this up, let him get away with this, then he's made no progress in his life. You've sort of helped squash him. And dumping him in the middle of the ocean now sounds terribly cruel, but you guys are going to be dead at some point, and he's going to have to figure it out then, because he's only going to get 25% of the money. But that might be some millions, so maybe he can invest it and stay forever. I don't know. My number, 1-800-375-2872. Be right back. Download the Dr. Laura Call of the Day and Dr. Laura's Deep Dive podcasts on my website, drlaura.com, the SiriusXM app, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Are you traveling this summer? Will you leave instructions for a house sitter, the name and number of your vet, the code to your alarm system? Think about the steps you take to prepare for a vacation, and you'll get a sense of what goes into a knockbox. Knockbox is a complete system that helps you organize all of your accounts, possessions, and estate plans for your next of kin. Each knockbox comes with a comprehensive checklist that helps ensure you add everything they'll need to manage your estate when you're gone. From your funeral directives to your insurance policies and even the keys to your storage unit, the knockbox helps you organize it all. If you've got a household, you need a knockbox. Right now, Dr. Laura listeners save 16% off the knockbox of your choice. So go to the knockbox.com/Dr. Laura. That's the NOK, knockbox.com/Dr. Laura to get organized and save. Or visit our sponsor page at drlaura.com and click the Knockbox logo. 1-800-375-2872. Kathy, welcome to the program.
Oh, hi. Gosh, I've been listening to you for many years. I remember meeting you and your son in San Diego when you were speaking. That was like 30 years ago. But anyway, what I wanted to ask you is I got married very young at 19, had my daughter at 20, and my husband left me, and when my daughter was 7, and I didn't listen to you. I dated a lot. I got babysitters for her. I worked a lot because I got no child support. So I didn't have much time with my daughter. And now here I am, 80 years old, and my daughter is a wonderful mother. And every time I visit her, I see how she handles her kids, what she does with them, the effort that she puts into them. And I feel like a horrible person. I can't seem to forgive myself. I'm always beating myself
Well, here we are. It's still about you.
What?
It's still about you. I feel. I think every time you go there and you see how wonderful she is, you should hug her and say, considering how sucky your mother was, you're amazing. How did you get to be amazing with such a sucky mother? Boy, if I had been, and some other time, if I had been 10% the mother that you were, I'd feel a little more proud of myself. How did you do it without me? You compliment her. It's about her. It's about her surviving you. That is going to make you feel better.
Oh, God, you're tough. You're tough.
Yeah, but I'm right. Compliment
Yeah, you
her.
are. I'm paying the consequences.
No, right now, No. If she was on drugs, dead in the street, you'd be paying the consequences. In spite of you, she became a great mother. So get off yourself and get on to her. Lots of compliments.
I wrote her amends letter.
I don't care about your amends letter, and she does not either. She's busy with her life. Compliment her. An amends letter is still about you. It's been about you your whole adult life. It's time to be about her. Recognize her. Say, boy, I saw how you had the kid do X, Y, or Z. That was beautifully done. Compliment her. Stop having it be... Stop having it be about you.
But how do I don't want to have these feelings till I die. I'm 80 years old.
I don't care, honey. You earned the feelings. Sorry.
Oh, man. Well, you're right.
So stop thinking about your bad. You are self-centered, which is why I keep saying it's all about you. It's about how she survived you. So all little things. Be gracious, be supportive, be kind, be loving, and a lot of compliments. It's not about you. You never stopped that. You'll think about this after our call. My number, 1-800-375-2872. Okay. Fila, welcome to the program.
Hey, Dr. Laura, thank you for taking my call. Have my son is engaged, and his fiancé. They're both in the fitness world, and they have my granddaughter, and she's 7 years old. So my question is, well, first of all, she poses for professional fitness pictures, and they're not modest pictures. They're maybe in a bathing suit or something where you're definitely seeing a lot of skin. So my question is, do I speak to my son about it, or do I...
You better shut your mouth. Don't even say this out loud ever again. Don't say it to your friends. Don't say it to your son. Don't even say it to me again. I'm a safe place right now, but never say any of this again. If you want to have contact with your son and your grandchild, this better never come out of your mouth.
Yes. Okay. That's what I thought. And I'm going to do what you
Your
say.
granddaughter doesn't have to look at her mother's photos to see women in bathing suits. Most parents let their daughters walk around with bare midriffs, with the pants low and the tops cropped high. All your granddaughter has to do is go to the mall. That is immodest. Posing for a bathing suit? No. Now go do the right thing. Download the Dr. Laura Call of the Day and Dr. Laura's Deep Dive podcasts on my website, drlaura.com, the SiriusXM app, or wherever you listen to podcasts. You know, you might be wondering, when's the best time to start adding collagen to your diet? Well, how about today? Collagen production starts to dwindle in your 20s. By the time you've hit your 50s, decreased collagen contributes to wrinkles, saggy skin, and joint discomfort. Oh, Native Path Collagen can help. It's packed with only type 1 and 3 collagen fibers, the ones your body needs for healthy joints, skin, bones, hair, nails, and gut. Plus, it's a third-party tested for purity with no fillers, no additives, and no artificial junk. 2 scoops a day of Native Path delivers 18 grams of protein. Mix it into coffee, tea, or any drink. It's completely flavorless, easy to use. Right now, get a special bundle deal at a fraction of the retail price, plus free shipping. Available at getnativepath.com/Dr. Laura. That's get, N-A-T-I-V-E, path.com/Dr. Laura. Feel better, look younger. Start your transformation today. This is a talk show, and I talk to you, not to myself. I sometimes do that for like half a minute, but mostly I talk to you. So that means you need to call at 1-800-375-2872. And I preach, teach, and nag at you to help you face truths that are often unpleasant and help you with problems. I preach, teach, and nag every day. And I enjoy it. It's fun. And sometimes it's so touching I can barely keep from crying, and sometimes I cry. So, with all that in mind, people are going to listen to your conversation. Why is that a good thing? Because then through your efforts, they learn something they can use to make their lives better. That's why I do this on radio and not in an office. I did that. My number, 1-800-375-2872. I think that's it. Let's get to it, woman. Allison, welcome to the program.
Hello, Dr. Laura.
Hi.
Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Thank you.
Just a brief background. Our mother is 82. She's had a very successful career, retired as a nurse practitioner. And
is she 82 as in 104, or is she 82 as in 70?
Well, aside from a little blockage in her carotid artery, I would say she's more young, but she's going to have that cleared up next week.
Okay.
But otherwise, she is the president of the garden club. She's very active. She's in a wine club. She's in card clubs, and she's very social and very active, and is living her best life. She owns 3 multi-million-dollar properties. Her thing is views. But right now, she is residing about 2 blocks away from our primary residence in Idaho, Coeur d'Alene. My sister is calling me every day, very worried, and I keep telling her Dr. Laura would say it's none of our business. So I'm calling for you to make the verdict. About a year ago, or a couple of years ago, she met this man who was a restaurant owner of a very great restaurant here. I mean, it takes like 2 years reservations to get in. And I guess they became friends. She went to the restaurant frequently. And then a little while after that, he got kicked out of the restaurant and kicked out of his family and divorced.
Whoa.
His wife divorced
what
him.
happened? What happened? I mean, he was very rich, and suddenly, how did he get thrown out of anything?
He slept with his son's 18-year-old daughter at the restaurant. They had sex. His 18-year-old girlfriend. So the wife tossed him out. The family won't speak to him aside from his 14-year-old daughter. And he is, I want to say, 59 years old. So he was bumming around people's couches, couch surfing for several months, and my mother took him in. And since that, now he's been there a whole year. And he's nice enough. I don't think it's romantic at all. He sleeps upstairs. It's a 6,000 square foot house. But he doesn't pay anything. He doesn't work. But she's helped him through 2 surgeries and helped him through depression and suicidal thoughts. So now he's like bike riding and he's active and better. But my sister wants him out of there. And I keep saying, she's mentally fine.
Can you
she's
ask
always
her?
known what she's doing.
Can you ask your sister to stop calling you and giving you her opinion? Can you just ask her, stop it?
Yes.
Good.
Yes, I could do that.
Good.
Yeah.
You should do that.
But
Stop
I
it.
just wanted to ask you if we should just ask my mom anything about this. Why or what? Is she being conned, or do you feel like you're being manipulated in any way? Because it's really none of our business.
Allison, you're missing the point. Your mother is consorting on some level with scum. Mm-hmm. That's the part that I would have trouble with. And I would tell my mother, I'm not coming over to your house while you have that piece of shit there who did this terrible thing, destroyed the family. You want to rescue him so you feel special? Fine, but I'm not visiting you while he's there. And your willingness to rescue scum has me very disappointed. That's it.
Yeah, wow, I didn't even think about that. Okay.
The rest of it is very tertiary. What he did, that 18-year-old girl's life is changed forever. The family is changed forever. And he gets rescued.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Okay. We have a different way of looking at what's important here.
Right. Yeah, you're right. Well, that would only destroy another family.
No, you're
That
just
would
not going to
destroy
visit. Your mother has a choice. She's helped him for a year through a lot of stuff, and she has a choice. Who had a choice over there?
Right.
A teenager?
Right.
Girls and boys are typically stupid at that age.
Right. Yeah. Okay, that's what I'll do.
But your mother feels some kind of misplaced moral superiority by rescuing him. Don't argue with that. Just
She's
say,
always rescued people.
I believe in rescuing people, not scum. People, not scum. My number, 1-800, got a line open now. Got anybody scummy in your life? Want to talk about it? My number, 1-800-375-2872. Danielle, welcome to the program.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Thank you for taking my call.
My
I
pleasure.
agree. I listen to your show a lot, and I do get great advice just from listening to others speak about their life. So that's been truly helpful.
Yeah.
Which has given me the courage to call you. I'm 54. I have 2 daughters. One is 18, about to go off to college. My little one is 13, about to enter high school.
And the one going off to college, why is she going off to college? What's the plan?
She wants to be a lawyer.
Ah.
And she got accepted to Penn State.
Got it. Okay.
Yep.
And are you married to their dad?
No, we've been divorced since October of 22. I'll give you a little background history. Not an involved dad, alcoholic. I was pretty much a single mom, doing all the things with my girls. My parents were very instrumental in helping raise them. I finally got the courage to make the split. My daughters were happy about that. He wasn't anywhere to be found for 10 months, gallivanting with women and whatever he was doing. I made a decision to move closer to my mom. My dad had passed away during this whole situation, so everyone was affected, my kids, myself, my mother. At that point, my ex came back into the mix and decided that he was going to buy my oldest a car and that she was going to stay where we were living, and my youngest was coming with me. That went on for a year or so. My youngest was very happy. She was very scared of going to visit her father, but I never withheld that. You know, it is her father, so she did do the visits. Over a period of time, she expressed that she wanted to be with her sister more, and she became angry and toxic towards me. He was very manipulative and got involved in that process, and I agreed to let my daughter stay with her sister and her dad for a short period of time to ease the pressure on my little one because she was self-harming. As part of that custody change, I did make it implicit that she go to therapy during that period to have support. So for the past year, he's violated my rights as a parent by withholding information, trying to stop visits, poisoning my children against me, and our custody is up for evaluation in a week. I just got a notification that he's planning to move and enroll her in a school. It wasn't up for discussion. It was just a matter of fact. And I know that I have to do something because I need to be there for my daughter. I need to stand up, and I actually have to be more involved in her life. I don't think I should be cut out of my daughter's life. It's not healthy for her. So I know my lawyer's going to ask me, well, what do you want? And that's the question I'm grappling with now. Do I?
Oh, I can't answer this for you.
I understand.
I have no clue how anything evolves to be like this. I have no clue. Is he still drinking, by the way?
No, but I guess my question is more around the stability for my little one, and maybe she's too young to really understand what the best situation is for her now, but I know a healthy parent is what she needs. And I guess I'm just trying to decide if I should move to where she is now or
I would.
with me,
That's
or
the one thing that I had in my mind to say to you. Live a block away.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Okay.
Rent something teeny a block away, so you're not pulling them out of his clutches, but they can come visit, and it'll be more sort of natural and comfortable.
Okay.
Now, what happened I already know the
person.
answer to that. I'm just, your older daughter saw how bad things were, and yet she decided to rescue her dad because he bought her a car.
Right.
Yeah. That's why I try to get people to choose better so they don't end up in these situations. The only thing, I feel so sorry for you. Feel sorry for the kids because they're all screwed up now. They don't know it, but they are. They are. And so if you live closer, it just gives opportunities for connection. Mm-hmm. So that would be good.
Yes. And an escape, because I know my daughter calls me crying, and she's really seeing the mask is slipping again, which, we know that people that aren't nice and
which one is crying? The younger one?
The younger one.
Well, get court-mandated psychologists to interview both of them, and maybe the judge will just give her back to you if she's not being mean and all that crap again. She obviously needs help. So try to get court-mandated interaction with a court psychologist. I would urge you to do that ASAP. Because if she's calling you crying, then the door is cracked open. Let's walk through it. My number, 1-800-375-2872. David, welcome to the program.
How you doing, Dr. Laura?
Good. What's happening?
Well, I have a kind of a dilemma. I'm a 60-year-old man. I've got 5, 6 brothers, sisters by different daddies, and I've had, kind of an on-off life. One of my brothers has recently got out of prison again and got back up in drugs, and he's in the county jail. Now, me and him, we've had a falling out at my mom's funeral. He didn't even want to have nothing to do with me. We ain't talked in probably 15 years. But now all of a sudden he wants me to come up to the county jail to visit him. Now, I'm getting older, and, I'm getting more knowledgeable about how people are and stuff. And I also, I want to be around my family. But I don't know if it's worth going down to the county jail to talk to him to see what he wants to see. Or if he's
may
just
I ask you a question? If one of your brothers was Manson, who was responsible for murdering all kinds of people and stuff like that, but he was your brother, would you be saying he's family?
To me, family's always family, no matter whether they're good or bad. I mean, he's my half-brother by blood. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I'm not talking about biology. I'm talking about feeling emotionally invested and involved. Would you spend time visiting Charles Manson if he was your brother? Yes or no?
No.
Well, then you understand my answer.
Yes, ma'am. I kind of had that feeling, and like my daddy said, when we ask other people's opinion, we don't have a decision. We're just wanting to make sure somebody else agrees with us,
Well, you'll find people to agree and disagree, but I see no point for you to waste any time in your life on him.
I sure appreciate it, ma'am. Thank you for your time, and I love listening to your show, ma'am.
Thank you. He's not earning you sacrificing for him. He's doing nothing to earn it. He shouldn't get it. My number, 1-800-375-2872. Cassie, welcome to the program.
Hello.
Hello.
And every time I talk about it, I start to get emotional.
Oh.
Sorry.
It's all right.
I'm going through a divorce.
And why is that? Why?
My husband does not want to be married anymore.
And why?
I
don't say you don't know. Call's over.
No, I'm not saying I don't know. He has kind of told me why. He says that I don't listen, which I do. I know I do, because I repeat half the stuff back to him. It's just that he says this has been like going on 10 years, but I've never heard anything about it until like a couple months ago. That he just does not want to be married.
And do you have any minor children in the house?
No. I have 2 adult children in the house, but no minor children.
And how old are the adult children in the house?
25 and 27.
Why are they at that age in the house?
They're having trouble finding jobs and keeping a job, and that's the only reason why. They're comfortable where they're at.
Well, then you're not mothering them well. They should be minimally helping each other and living someplace else so that they become adults, respecting themselves. You're not helping them.
Yeah,
and I wonder if having them in the house hasn't hurt the marriage.
I don't know.
Well, your husband left. Maybe he wanted them to leave. I don't understand.
He's still living in the house.
I don't know. Oh, and he's living in the house. So he hasn't left.
He hasn't left.
I don't know which is more important to me. You two people screwing up each other for a divorce, marriage, I care about less than I care how you may be undermining 2 of your children becoming independent adults. To me, that's more important. What you do to mess up your own life is it is whatever it is. But you have a moral responsibility to help them out of the nest by demanding at some point, in this amount of time, you two get together as siblings and figure out where you're going to live, how you're going to pay for it, because you have 6 months, and then you're out.
They may have less right now because we need to sell the house.
I think you missed the point.
No, I understand totally.
Since you're not divorcing, he hasn't left the house. You're not, to me, responsibly helping your kids launch. So what the hell am I here for? I don't know what I'm here for.
Well, we filled out the paper. I just want to...
We filled out what paper?
Divorce papers.
Oh, so you both signed it?
I don't have money for it.
You both signed the papers?
I don't have money for
you both
attorney.
Signed the papers?
Yeah.
You have legal papers, and you put them in. How much time does it take before you guys are legally divorced now?
A month.
Okay. So what's your question for me?
I just want to know, if I got an attorney right now, could I still do something about the situation that he's put me in?
Since you've already signed the papers, I don't know. You'll have to. You can call the state, the county, and say, since I signed these papers, if I got an attorney, could I amend anything here? You'll have to call the county and ask them.
Okay.
All right. Good luck with that. My number, 1-800-375-2872. Rianne, Welcome to the program.
Thank you, Dr. Laura, for taking my call.
You're welcome.
I'd like to give you a little background and then give you my question.
Okay.
Okay, I met a guy at my 50-year class reunion. We're both 69 years old. I've been divorced 15 years. He's been divorced 3. We both have kids. All of them are good citizens and living independently. We've dated about 9 months. He's treated me great. Best guy that I've ever dated, actually. We live 1,000 miles apart. We're in 2 different
It's easier
states,
to get along with somebody when you're not around them very much. Just saying.
That's true. And that, absolutely. We see each other 2 to 3 times a month, or every 2 to 3 weeks, excuse me. And we talk every day on the phone. We text. I told him in the beginning that I wasn't dating to date. I was dating for marriage. And was in a sexless marriage for several years. And that's, I don't want to go back to that. He has ED issues. He is diabetic. And I assumed that the ED issues were associated with the diabetes. And so when I went to see my doctor, I explained, talked with her about it, and she said that diabetics do have ED issues, but if you give them a pill, then it usually takes care of the problem. And the fact is, he just is not interested, period.
Okay,
And
may
he
I
said he's
ask
always
you
had
why
a
you're
little-
making this phone call to me? Why do you... No,
I'm wondering-
not yet. Why do you have a question? You didn't want to be in a sexless marriage. Have you changed your mind?
I'm contemplating that.
Okay, that's fine.
Because-
You can contemplate a sexless marriage. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with it, as long as you really mean it.
Well, I guess I listened to some of your deep dives, and one of the things that you said was that men don't like to talk about this. And so I don't
He
even know
talked
how to
about it. He said he doesn't want to do it. I love women want men to tell them what's going on, and then when the men tell, we don't want to listen to it, and we don't want it to be the way we got it. We want it to be some other way. This would be a sexless marriage, but all those other things would be there. You'd have a really good companion for life. Get a vibrator.
That's not the answer I wanted. I wanted you to tell me, oh, yeah, have this conversation and ask him this or that. Okay. I hear you. Okay.
Now, is this type 1, type 2 diabetes? Which diabetes is it?
2.
Okay. And how's his state of health now in terms of blood pressure and weight?
It's good. He's not on any insulin or anything.
Mm-hmm.
He controls it by his
diet. Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
You are aware that that is a medical issue.
That diabetes is a medical issue?
Yeah. You did talk to your doctor about that also, right? That problem is not going to go away, and it often makes aging a little more difficult.
Can you say more about that?
I'm sure you talked to your doctor about this. I just want you to be prepared that for some period of time, it's not unlikely for you to be a caretaker.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Right. So basically, enjoy what I've got and accept.
Honey, it all looks good a few days a month.
Either accept it or get out.
It all looks fine a few days a month. He may not be able to get it up. Is he interested in taking care of you?
I would have to say no.
You know what? Just visit him a couple of days a month and keep looking.
Thank you, Dr. Laura. I appreciate your frankness.
Yeah, that I am. My number, 1-800-375-2872. Download the Dr. Laura Call of the Day and Dr. Laura's Deep Dive podcasts on my website, drlaura.com, the SiriusXM app, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Hi there, I'm Stacy, Dr. Laura's content guide.
Have you ever had a problem and wondered, what would Dr. Laura say?
Well, I've been having some marriage problems lately.
I'm no longer speaking to my family because they were mean to my wife.
My husband says he doesn't feel a spark between us anymore, and I just don't know what to do.
Struggling as a stay-at-home mom, dealing with a divorce, managing mother-in-law issues. Just tell Stacy and she'll recommend calls of the day, deep dive podcasts, and even YouTube videos.
I'm seeing a strong theme in Dr. Laura's resources about dealing with family members who are disrespectful or unwelcoming towards a spouse. Which of those topics stand out to you?
Really, I can't wait to hear how Stacy helps you. It's a brave new world. Join me on this journey, and let's make a difference together.